G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 8 of my Aether Spellbinder playthrough. I guess we'll go ahead and mention that it's a 3 ways playthrough, but I think I'm probably going to end up doing 4 or 5. Regardless, we are level 48. We are currently in the Covenant's Refuge, and last episode we made it to Lone Watch. So our next mission is obviously to get to the city. However, I've got some skill points here to spend. Now, I've been kind of tossing, 1 or 2 different options here, or, 6, and they're all good options. So the obvious one is you've got Reckless Power, it's your exclusive skill, they're exclusive because they're quite powerful. I mean, why would you not take it, right? And that's true, but there are some other options. Devastation is absolutely just silly amounts of damage. The issue with Devastation, of course, is that it's got a longer cooldown than its duration, and so, yeah, maybe not that one. The other option is Disintegration, which, I mean, more damage for your main attack. That's really good. Why would you not take this one? And you're right, but it's lightning damage, and this is an Aether build, so not that one either. There's always Maven Sphere, getting that up to 12. That's more damage absorption, better defenses, live longer, do more damage. And yeah, that's a good option too. Then over in the Necro Tree, we could put more points into Ill Omen. We could put more points into Spectral Binding. This is all Aether damage, 8% damage, health, offensive ability. This is all really good stuff. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring Fabric of Reality up to 10 points. And that's going to give me 10% additional damage to ethereals. It's going to give me some Aether damage percentage. It's also going to give me some flat Aether damage, which for the moment is not really going to be super useful. Unless I accidentally swing my sword at something. But the extra damage to ethereals will be very nice coming up into the city that's absolutely full of them. So I'm going to do that. I've also got these stat points. Or attribute points, rather. I'm kind of tempted to just keep 5 and put the rest into physique, but I might just hang on to all of them. Level 55, I think we're going to go into the Ancient Grove, do a little bit of shopping, do a little bit of Slathsa slaying, which is incredibly hard to say for someone with a slight lisp. I think we can go and blow some things up, though. We need to get to the city. There is a Chaos Rift we need to go spelunking into, and just generally want to kill a whole bunch of stuff. 52 is the level at which we can get new shoulders and a new helmet for the Ascended variants, the Aether ones. So we could go for a run through Cronley's hideout, or, 10 runs through Cronley's hideout. But that might end up being a next episode, or in-between episode kind of thing, I think. I think today we're going to get through, maybe not all of the Malmouth expansion, but certainly most of it. I'm tempted by that necklace. Having these little green balls flying all over the place is really fun. Once you get, I think it's 5 or 6 of them, you can set up like a self-sustaining chain of this one will trigger one of the other ones, and then that one will trigger one of the other ones, and you end up with this never-ending vomit of green balls, and it's quite amusing. Of course, it's also taking up rare suffixes in your gear, so the more you have, the harder it is to cap your resistances, the less stats you're going to have, all that fun stuff. So, as pretty as it is, maybe no. Alright, so we've made it down from the Lone Watch, and now we're in Morndale. So we're going to stand in the goop, because I ain't afraid of no ghost. And more or less just move across here. Now, I'm looking for the Chaos Rift, because I know that the Chaos Rift has a quest item in it, and I want to get that quest item. So, I need to go in there. There's also a lore note in this chest here. And I probably should eat those lore notes as well. Right, so Chaos Portal. It's not here, but I think there's a treasure trove potentially here. I don't know. There is a treasure trove out here. I can never remember where it is, but it definitely exists, and I would like to get it if I find it. Put it that way. I would like to find it. There we go. Okay, I am out of energy, so I may have to wait here just a second. Or 15 seconds. Actually, the totem's not here, so we can head over to where the totem actually is. And I do want to do the totem. That was Ill Omen that just basically blew them to pieces, which is weird, because it shouldn't be doing that much damage. I mean, it is. Does it do weapon damage? Is that what's going on? Nope. 74 cold, 87 vitality. I mean, the Aether Fire is a decent amount of damage, but it's not that much. Interesting. Anyway, we've got a totem to do, so yeah, let's do it. Okay, everybody's all ill-omened up. That was quick. Alright, yeah, no, I'll take it. Aether Steel Arbiter. One-handed mace, that's actually not horrible. It's missing an Aether proc, which I would like. Some of this one, Chaos convert to Aether, okay. Okay. This helmet is actually pretty good. So, a couple things to note. The vitality damage, I don't care. I mean, technically we do some vitality damage over here on Spectral Wrath and also Ill Omen, but I don't care about vitality damage. 20% Aether damage is not very much. That Chaos to Aether damage conversion is relevant because we do have some Chaos damage over here. It's not much, but it does exist. The health is nice, the energy regen is very nice. Casting speed 2%. I mean, 2%. Come on. And then +1 to Arcanist is pretty good. So I don't know that I'm going to use this, but I might. So I'll put that over in the maybe section. These two relics are not ones that I'm going to use, so we'll pick them up and eat the blueprint, but otherwise, no. Haunt, I think, will probably end up being the relic that I have at level 100. Okay, when you're looking for, as I am, the let's just do one thing at a time. Okay, we're gonna kill Ny'kazul and his friends because they're here and they're made out of XP and technically reputation as well. Then we're gonna go around the other side of this little lake because I saw another hero over there. So you and you and you push all of the buttons. This has turned into a little bit of a piano. Not really what I had wanted to do, but also, it's not the end of the world. Oh, here's my treasure trove too. Lovely. Note for the Bloodborne. Okay, Arcane Bomb rank 7 is very good, and let's blow this one open here. The blue's no good, the green's no good, but Ethereal, what was it, Ethereal Missive? Yeah, Ethereal Missive is pretty good. Okay, so when you're looking for the Chaos Rift, this shape here, I mean, you can look at it, it's kind of like a Y. It also kind of looks like a gun, like here's the handle, here's the, I mean, like it's a child's drawing of a gun, but you can kind of see it. I like to think of it as a tap, where like the wall would be here, here's your tap, water comes out here, this is where you twist it. However you want to envisage this particular piece of water, if you run out the end of it, you will find a red circle on the floor. And there's my rift. Now, that's one of 3 places where the rift could be, so you're not guaranteed to find it there. I did, which is nice. Also found a whole bunch of XP. That was a lot of heroes there. Fortunately, I still do a lot of damage compared to the amount of health that the monsters have at this point. So that's pretty good. So this is only one of 3 places this can be. Obviously, I'm going to go into it because that's what I was looking for. And I think it has spit me out either in the top right or in the bottom. No, we're in the top right. Okay, this is actually a pretty good spot to be, because it means that just here, there's the minion of Dragos, or Dravos, there's 2 of them, and then if we just go a little bit closer, there is Bandragos, and Pandragos is the reason we're here. However, his 2 little friends are both healers, which means they're going to heal him as soon as he gets sort of lowish. I think, aggroed them and not him, though, which means I can drag them over here. These guys don't do a lot of damage, but they are healers. So, at least in theory, if I just sort of wander a little bit further away, I don't think I actually need to do this time. I think I have enough damage regardless. But, yeah, definitely have enough damage. They might heal each other. They didn't. They just died. That's fine. Depending on how much damage you have, you can either just blow them up, similar to how I just did, or you may have to kill them while they're resetting. But the main reason I'm being kind of a little bit careful here is because there's things in here that are more dangerous than Bandragos and his 2 little healer buddies. Ancestor. This one. Travis's offering is the quest item that I wanted. Let's go see if we can't find... what's his name? The big dude with the wings. You know the one? No, not Colonel Sanders. It's one of these, not this guy. You'll know when you find him. He's big and mean and scary, and he has... There he is. Gabalthune. So yeah, he lives in here, and we can just take him out. No big deal, right? At least in theory. He is a little bit scary, but not too bad. But fighting him and Bandragos and the 2 healers could be a little bit of a problem. So that's why I was being somewhat of a scaredy cat. Okay, all this stuff, you can fight it. I was just looking for the rift. If you're trying to find the rift, just run around the edge, and I think there's one in the middle. The one in the middle goes down to sort of another layer deeper of this place. And there's a quest in there. I'm going to recommend you don't do that quest, because it can have some repercussions later in Forgotten Gods, and I prefer not to have those repercussions. If you want to do it, you can. I think there's a Blood of Chthon available for the quest reward, and also a nice used cult member jacket. So if that's the kind of thing you're into, go ahead and do it. Also, this red circle here, this is another potential location. So we went in here, and we came out here. We could have gone in here and came out there. There's also directly east of the Y, there's another rift. So we could have gone in here and come out there. We could have gone in here and come out. You get the idea. Any of them can be the entry point, and any of them can be the exit point. It's just going to be kind of... Well, I think it's random. There might be some rule for it, but I don't know what it is. So, we're going to head over here because this is Dela Thornsbury, who you might remember from such shows as Remember Me Back in Homestead, where we raided her nightstand and picked up her diary and then took it back to her and lied to her and said we didn't read it. Yeah, that one. If you didn't do the diary quest back in Homestead, you need to go do it, otherwise she won't be there, and you won't be able to do these quests. And although the main reward for these quests is actually in Ultimate, they are pretty good XP, so I like doing them. Alright, we've made it to the outskirts of Malmouth here, and these guys here, these Ethereal Guardians, the big tower thing, they have Aether shards. They also have Aether clusters semi-regularly, so it's worth killing them for shards, but more importantly, it's worth killing them for clusters. I've only got 1 Aether cluster at this point in time, and I would love for that number to be larger. A lot larger would be nice, but if I could get 1 or 2 extras, then I can use them sort of preemptively instead of having to worry, do I have enough of these to not die next time? So as I, can keep 1 for a panic button. I'm really enjoying the Ill Omen and Haunt combo. I think I may have mentioned that about a dozen times in the last episode, but it's quite amusing. Okay, we do need to go down here, so I'm going to actually do that. I think I just killed a boss and didn't notice, but this is the lightning conversion book for Albrecht's Aether. Yeah, no. I think the problem is that the pulsing shard is just too good. Without the pulsing shard, you can't really get lifesteal on the beam. And so any other item that is for Albrecht's Aether has to either not be in your offhand, or be better than having your main attack able to steal hit points, so you can actually, like, live through things. And I don't think there's really anything until max level that is better than 8% lifesteal on your main attack. So, at least for me, I'm just gonna use the pulsing shard every single time, all the time. Okay, Dravis's letter here in this little lectern. This is what we're here for. This is the stairs up. There's also an area over here, but you know what? I don't need Krieg's set. We can't drop in normal anyway, and I really don't want to be killing Turnox if I'm not looking for that set, because I have murdered that ethereal more times than I would care to admit. So we're just going to go out the way we came in. I'm going to kill this ethereal sentinel and hope for a cluster. Didn't get one. That's usually how this game works. If you're specifically looking for a certain thing, you're not going to get it. As soon as you stop looking, there'll be 10 of them. We're going to put points in Reckless Power now. All of the things I said about this last time are still true. The exclusive skills are quite powerful. The things I said nice about Spectral Binding here, the health is the only thing that this doesn't give you, really. I mean, technically the OA as well, but casting speed, really good for us. Flat Aether damage is okay. Percent Aether damage, really good for us. Casting speed is amazing for Albrecht's Aether Ray. The duration of time in between the pulses, or in between the damage being applied to whatever's in the beam, is based on your casting speed, so the more you have, the faster you apply your damage. It's also how fast it drains your mana, though, so keep that in mind, or your energy. So yeah, you need to also consider how fast your energy is disappearing. Unfortunately for me, the answer is quite quickly. Okay, I successfully did not clear my rift that I left back here next to Dela, so I've got a couple of quests to turn in. I do also have these lovely boots to put on to get a little bit of free XP. Let's just click through this. What now? Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt, and thank you for the weapon. Now, in Ultimate, she has a weapon, a set weapon that she will give you. It is the Mythical Flame Heart, I think it's called. It's a fire dagger. In Normal and Elite, she'll give you a random blue weapon. This one is not horrible, but I'm also not going to use it. So, yeah, thanks for the bits, I guess. And we'll be on our way. The main reason I do that, though, is, I mean, it's about a 20% of a level, 15, 20%, something like that. Which is what I like about it. Ascendant Source, Drain Essence stuff, don't really care. Thought it may have been Albrecht's Aether Ray stuff, but it's not. So we can head across here, and we're going for a little bit of a swim in the sewers, which probably should be more concerning than it is, but hey, this is a game. Don't actually have to go stand in the sewers. Alright, a few crabs down here. Oh, hello. Till Doom. Well, what happens till Doom? Ghost crab as well. Very nice. Very nice. Winter Storm. Okay, okay. We're not playing a cold character. Well, I mean, I am, but not this one. Okay, and over here, there is this lovely little hidden stash. You'll notice we're off the map now. We're a decent ways off the map. And I can't be the only one who looks at this little hole here and thinks, doesn't that look like there might be a door there at some point? Can't just be me, right? Or what about here? Doesn't this look like, you know, maybe there was something, maybe not a door, but like a passageway there? No, it's just me? Okay. Anyway, into the sewers. So in the sewers, there's nothing really we need to worry about in terms of dangerous stuff, but there's also nothing really in here that I really care to kill. Galacros is behind a dynamite wall and doesn't really drop anything I'm interested in. So I'm going to skip him. I think we just run through here, get to the other side, and yeah, get on with the Malmouth resistance stuff. So I do like XP, so and reputation and all that sort of fun stuff too. So I'm gonna go back and kill him. I should probably put Devastation somewhere a little easier to push. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I will put it over here, and I'll put the mirror over here, and then I can just nuke things as I'm running past, you know what I mean? So maybe they drop something nice over there, I'll never know. But, you know, free XP, I guess. XP is good, I like XP. What about you guys? Is Blazaragus over here, or whatever his name is? I'll never know. Oh, that's a dead end. That's a dead end. Okay, I'm further along than I thought I was. Alright, we have made it to the Malmouth Resistance hideout in the sewers. We'll talk to Captain Wilfer here. Yep, I've been sent to help. Black Legion's coming, sounds like a start. Okay, here's Olgrim. And we're basically agreeing to go out into the Candle District, destroy some wagons, kill a massive pile of walking flesh, and raise the drawbridge. Which, I mean, I can do that. It's not too hard. What do we got to sell? I think everything here. Bad gloves. Perdition is going to be annoyingly difficult to replace. I probably will replace it at some point. I mean, I'll have to replace it at some point, but yeah, it's going to have to be something pretty nice to make me want to lose. What are we up to? 14%? 4% plus another 10 for the set bonus, or 5% plus another 10 for the set bonus. There's a lot of armor, let's just say that much. Okay, so I'm coming up on 50. At 50, I could go and farm another pair of these, but honestly, I kind of want to use these triple rares that dropped. I mean, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? Chaos converted to elemental is not so great, but the rest of that it's good. That, however, will be for after the Candle District, I think. So, I see that star there, so let's head down there. This one, I usually miss this one. I walk past it. Not this time, though. Where did I... See, I moved Devastation, and now it's not where it's supposed to be. Alright, anyway, we got the wagon. That's the important part. Wagon destroyed. I'm also somewhat racist against those crystals, which is fine. Because they earned it. It's their fault for being made out of Aether crystals and Aether shards. If they didn't drop those, then I wouldn't be so keen on killing them. Alright, let's see if my good friend, what's his name, Nickel? Nico. Nico Aaron. Let's see if he wants to die today. What do you mean yours? We don't have time for this. I can get you out safely. Nope. Nope. He wants to die today. Sorry, kids. Don't look. Alright, we throw the kids through the rift gate and back to the sewers, which is maybe safer, but it's probably not healthier. Alright, I see a totem. Monkey brain activate. See totem, do totem. Alright, I think that's probably enough stuff to kill. Things are definitely taking a little bit longer to kill. They're not instantly melting in the beam now, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. Okay, Olzen's Flame, Enchanters. That's not a bad proc. Elemental Seal is pretty good. Incantations, not so much. Yeah, I don't really care about most of this stuff. Blueprint. Let's eat the Blueprint. Omen. Definitely not using that. And we now run up this road here, because at the end of this road, there's... Ooh, 8th cluster. There's sometimes a wagon, but there is always a dynamite on the floor. So I'm going to go get that dynamite. Flesh Warp Shards, also pretty good if you're making an Aether... Oh, it's the other one. One of these is really good for Elemental, the other one's good for Aether. I think it converts physical to Aether. But, yeah, not really what I'm after. There's my dynamite, though, which is nice. And we did not get a wagon. Now, I have it in my head that there's a helmet here. One of the mages dropped that has some stuff I want on it. I think it's the pet one. But I'm not confident on that. So pretend I didn't say it until one drops. And then I can look really clever. Alright, I'm rapidly running out of energy. What do we got here? Doombolt. Don't think we need Doombolt. Is there someone out there? There is. An ethereal scamp. Okay, well. You just scamper back through that door you came in through, and we'll be okay. Alright, wagon number 2 is done. We can actually, before we head up the stairs, there's a nice little hidden body over here. Or a rotting corpse. That's it. Just wanted to click on a body. It's got loot in it. You know, you can't leave that sort of stuff just lying around. I think we go... Is it down here? I can never remember. This place looks the same. I've been here a million times. It still looks the same. Flesh Warp Shard, is that the Aether one? It's not. And this is not the way. This is not the way I wanted to come. So let's head... I was gonna just walk past you guys, but then you blocked the stairs. And now you're going to die. There's level 50. We will deal with level 50, aside from the skill points. We'll deal with that once we're finished in here. Because I'm going to be swapping some gear over. Now, I think this is where I want it to be. It's definitely not. Okay, alright. We're running around in circles, but I can see where I'm supposed to be going. It's over here. Here we go. Alright. This is more like it. Now we go down. And here's our last wagon. Last wagon here. So wagon down. I don't think... Can we get to the wall this way? I don't think we can. No. No, we cannot. So we have to go back into the building we just left. Which is fine. because it's already been depopulated, apart from this guy. We don't talk about him. Or any of these guys either. Alright, fine, I didn't kill anybody, okay? Here we go. We've made it back to the outskirts, and that star you can see on my map is about to run over here and start swinging at me. Yep, here he comes. So here's Bolag, Keeper of the Gates, massive pile of hit points, and I mean, he's a little bit dead, or he soon will be. There he goes. Blight's no good. Boots of Insight. Okay, can I use those? I would lose a proc, though. I really don't want to lose the proc. However, Insight is amazing for energy. I might just do it anyway. Almost Vitality's fine. Alright, we don't need those boots. We don't need those shoulders. So we should now, in theory, absolutely never run out of energy as long as I have something that I can hit. Let's go down here and talk to Inquisitor Creed. Survivors, yes. Survivors in this city? It's more likely than you think. Okay, it's done. Wagons are destroyed. Thank you very much for the XP. Now, there's no... Like, a lot of the respec characters and such don't live in the sewers. I mean, it's understandable. So, we're going to have to probably rift away. Just sell off my impressive collection of scepters and maces. I want my components back for starters. So that's going to be poison. I don't actually need that anti-venom salve. I'm going to take it back anyway, but I don't need it. I do need that silk swatch. And other than that, I think we're golden. Could swap that helmet over as well, but honestly, I don't think I'm going to. So, silk swatch I definitely need. There we go. Anti-venom salve I don't need, but I'm just going to melt the boots anyway. And then the Logorian's corruption here. These shoulders are good for exactly two reasons. The physical resistance and the Albrecht's Aether Ray. The percentage OA and DA is also kind of good, I guess. But aggressive of Frostbite is... Yeah, it's not good. It's not. I think I'm going to sell those. Where are we going? Back to that rift. Okay, so next part of the quest is to go and get the outside section back. So let's go do that. Just double check here. I've got components on everything except boots. Honestly, it's not the worst idea to put the anti-venom salve on the boots, but also kind of want run speed. Yeah, let's get some run speed. Speed things up a little. Chuck that in there. Mark of the Traveler. Bingo, bango, bongo. A little bit more move speed. Some slow resistance. A bit more regeneration. We're still nowhere near the cap for run speed. Also, after we have done this little fight, I missed a devotion shrine outside. So we're going to go collect that. Before that, though, we've got this lovely fight, and I just want to check something here. So you can see Insight and Insight. Those are both going. My energy is kind of still going down. And as soon as the procs wear off, now it's really going down. But I think this should be okay. It's definitely going to be better. Right, let's throw some stuff on you. Throw that over there. Devastation in the pile. And now we just turn the beam on. Everybody goes boom. And we are looking good. So this stuff shouldn't be too bad. It's got a lot of health, obviously, but otherwise not too bad at all. Aggle Garaz, War Gerbil, sounds like a dog chewing on a hose. Anyway, everybody's dead now, which is nice. Except that one guy who was existing only to prove me wrong. With everybody being dead, we can eat our conversation pie. Arcane Bomb rank 8 now, friendly with Malmouth resistance. All really good stuff. And let's go get our devotion shrine. So it didn't even show up here. That's interesting. I guess if you don't get close enough for it to show on your map, it doesn't show on your, like, your big map. It doesn't show up on the small map, it doesn't show up on the... I don't know. I don't know how it works. But we're gonna go get it now. Because I like devotion points. I think we're about halfway through the tortoise from memory. And you know what? Everybody needs a nice dose of the Haunt and the Ill Omen. Alright. Enchanters of Alacrity. I do like the Enchanters prefix, just for the Elemental Seal proc, but otherwise, it's kind of whatever. Right. Devotions. So I've got 1 point left, and yeah, we were halfway through the tortoise. So, finish this off. I'll get the proc first, obviously. The sooner you get it, the sooner it levels up. I think there's only... Is there only one more devotion shrine in this whole city? I think there is. Yeah, I think there's only one more. Oh no, there's two. Hang on. Yeah, there's one in the lighthouse and one in the what is that place called? One in Crown Hill. Yeah, so there's two more. So we'll finish the tortoise. Maybe even this episode, actually. See how we go. Still level 50. That's quite low for how far I am into the game. Usually I'm sort of 55, 60 by the time I'm going through Malmouth. It's not... I don't think it's really a problem. It's just different. Alright. I'm probably skipping too much stuff as I run past. Giant's Blood rank 10, more healing. More healing, more better. Okay, and this little section here, just down here where that star is, usually is full of enemies. Because they're guarding the supplies there. That's fine, we can take care of them, no problem. And we'll send the supplies back to town. Easy peasy. Let's get past that little section there. More stuff to beam down. I mean, honestly, it's their own fault for being made out of XP and potentially loot. Similar to how I don't understand vegans. Like, if we weren't meant to eat meat, it wouldn't taste so good. We weren't meant to kill all of these ethereals, they wouldn't taste so good. I mean, wouldn't be made out of XP. And here's the door. Alright, going on in. Yep, we'll send her off to town. We'll lie to her about this guy. This guy's an idiot. We could send him... They've got healers. I mean, here, drink a potion. But no, he wants to die in the street. Okay, we are now above level 50, so we only get 2 skill points per level now, which, I'm not going to lie, it kind of sucks, but I guess it would be a little bit overpowered if we kept getting 3 skill points every level all the way to 100. Just, what's that, another 60 extra skill points, which, I mean, I'm okay with it, but it would remove a little bit more of the challenge from the game. We've already kind of power crept a lot of the challenge out of this game, so... kind of okay with not. Alright, so I mention this just about every time I come through the city. This corner just here is quite dangerous. Or at least it can be. Because you've got stuff crawling out of the ground here. You've got these mages coming out of this house. And maybe, nope. There's a boss that can spawn here as well. Flesh Weaver, not Hinesius. It's I can't remember his name. When he spawns here, there's extra stuff here. It's very easy to get overwhelmed in this little corner. I have died on this corner before. So, learn from my mistakes and guess don't do that. Don't do what I did. Don't die. It's really easy, you just don't die. I did just see we hit Honored with the Black Legion, so I'm going to abandon everything I'm doing here and go and get their writ. As long as I'm doing that, is there anybody else honored? No, just the Black Legion. So the Black Legion have some of the best augments available. Let me point them out here. So Kingsguard, Piercing and Poison, so that's these two. And then Mankind's Vigil is Aether and Chaos, so that's these two. That's like half of your resistances, and they're the harder ones to cap. Elemental, easy to cap. Bleeding actually doesn't matter if you just cap it, and even if you don't, there's not a whole lot of bleeding stuff going around. Same with Vitality, except in certain areas, there isn't a whole lot of things that do Vitality damage. But it's also really easy to cap, because you get halfway there just from your ring components. Then if you're using an Unholy Inscription, you're at 50% before you put any other gear on. So Vitality's pretty easy. Same with Bleeding. I mean, if you're using 2 Silk Swatches like I am, there's 36%. Wardstones can be another 36%, I think. So that's 72% just from components if you need it. Bleeding, I guess, is also quite easy, but Aether and Chaos are usually the ones that I find it harder to cap. And Mankind's Vigil here, you put this on each of your, what do we got, 7 pieces of armor it can go on. That's 63% Aether and Chaos res. Pretty much for free. You've just got to get the reputation to Revered in order to buy it. Which, I mean, to be fair, that's not easy. Right, what was I here for? Writ. I don't think they have anything else here that I'm terribly interested in. Maybe weapon augments, perhaps. Let's have a look here. You know what? An extra 10% damage to ethereals? I'll take it. I'll take 2 of those, thank you. Unfortunately, they don't go on jewelry, but it is what it is. 1 on that weapon, 1 on that weapon. Since we're kind of in the middle of a city full of ethereals, getting an extra 10% damage to them is nothing to sneeze at. Could also put a runestone on my helmet, but I think I'd rather keep the extra energy from that ectoplasm. Okay, now, where was I? Oh yes, the Flesh Weaver. He's going to be just around the corner here. Just up here. There he is. Let's give him a nice little green meteor shower there. And where you going? Don't stand out. Don't step out of it. It's just for you. It's a present. Houndmaster's Flesh Warped Archive of Ruin is halfway to being really good for a pet Kabbalist. Unfortunately, it only got halfway. Also, unfortunately, I'm not playing a pet Kabbalist at the moment. This little dynamite site, if you don't talk to Old Mate and his girlfriend, who you left dying on the side of the road, you won't see that. So you do have to... Okay, you do have to accept that quest and eat your conversation pie. These boots have better resistances. They have less health, but... Yeah, you know what? Why can't I wear them? Level 53, okay. So they probably should be better. I'm not going to wear that hat. I was thinking about it. I've decided I'm not going to. This is the Black Iron's docks door. We will get the quest to go and clear that in a little bit. Actually, let's try and do something clever. I don't know if this is going to work, but I think once you blow up the bridge door and go into the Candle District, not the Steel District. What is that place called? Crown Hill. Once you go into the Crown Hill, you can grab that rift there. Talk to, I think it's Creed, but it might be Ulgrim. And then I think you can go back to the Steel Cap District and pick up the quest for the Black Iron Docks. So if I'm right, and I'm not sure about it, but if I am right, then I can save a lot of running by leaving that rift there and going and doing it before I worry about doing the fleshworks. So that's my theory. And if it works, I'm going to probably dislocate my shoulder from patting myself on the back so hard. And it's going to be something I do from now on. Here's Hiram. So we're going to send him back to town. He will be our merchant. We've already got the both the arcane and the blacksmithing supplies, so all of that should be nice and set up for us. I think we may have to go back to town and... oh, no, I don't need it. I think we may have to go back to town and then leave and come back again after we turn the quest in. But something like that, and we'll have a whole bunch of merchants available to us. One of which sells blueprints for most of the... or all of the level 35 relics. Though, to be fair, I already have the level 35 relic that I would want. So I kind of don't care. Alright, you guys are kind of in the way, so please go away. There we go. Detonation site, and in we go. I don't know what that little dash was. I was trying to get over here, but I don't know, something happened. Right, so Ulgrim. I will track down the vents for you. But first, I need to go test my theory and see if I'm a genius or a dunce. Honestly, probably both. Okay, I will look for them. Oh, do we have to get their... I do have to go and get their friends back. Okay. Wait, I already got their friends back. Oh no, it's the ones trapped in the building. Yeah, okay. I know what I'm doing. We've successfully saved no time at all. That's fine. We'll maybe save a little bit of time, but it's not going to be anywhere near as much as I was hoping for. So we have to go into this building just here. But before that, there is an Exalted Stash over here. This one's always here. Pendant of the Royal Crown. Okay, that particular set is really good for leveling. So if you get all three, granted it's both rings and your amulet, but if you get all three, it's +1 to all skills. Where is it? Yep. +1 to all skills, 5% to all of your stats, and between the three items, I'm pretty sure they cover every resistance type. So you'll be getting somewhere between like 15 and 30% all resistance as well. So this set, if you can get it together, is really, really good. You're very unlikely to get it together. In fact, the total number of times that I have had that entire set on a character without having to gift it pieces from a previous set is 0. And I've leveled a lot of characters. So it's very unlikely that you will get that set together on a fresh start. But it's possible. And if you do manage to do it, it's a very, very nice set for leveling indeed. That's a gun. I saw Arcane Blaze and got really excited. And then I remembered that the guns, or weapons with Arcane Blaze, I don't think have the proc. Pretty sure it's only armor. Okay. Captain Wilfer sent me. Get in the rift. Okay, now I should be able to do it. It's gonna vibrate there on that corner. Alright, and we are in. Now let's see if I manage to save any time at all. I think I should be able to talk to... Yeah, Karinia here.
Captain Wilford tells me that you've done your...
Okay, Black Iron Docks. Black Iron Docks? No Black Iron Docks. Vents? Bounty. What was the quest she just... Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter. Turns out I was nowhere near as clever as I thought I was, and we're just going to clear that rift and go push on here. Okay, so first vent is down here to the southeast. And these things have way too many hit points. Way too many hit points. Alright, vent number 1. There we go. First vent is down. I have also skipped the lighthouse for now. I do want the devotion shrine, or the devotion shrine from there. But I will probably go back and get that after I've done this section. It probably should be before... You know what, it definitely should be before we go and kill Theoden. Let's just go get it. It's probably going to be faster to go from Crown Hill. It's still a long run, no matter which way you go. That's fine. It's worth it for a devotion point. Specifically, it's worth it because we'll have the tortoise done. Though I guess I only need 1 point to get the proc unlocked. That's fine. We're halfway there now. Alright. So we head down here. That detonation site, it always messes with me. So every time I don't blow it up, I end up having to come back here for some reason. And it's there, and I have to go the long way. And every time I do blow it up, I never come back. So I'm just going to roll the dice here, I think, and we're just going to ignore it, basically. 2 more skill points, so we'll take Reckless Power for a little more power. There we go. And now I'm more or less just interested in this shrine. Now there is a boss in here. Flesh Shaper Henesius lives in here. If you're playing a pet Kabbalist, he is one of the 2 bosses that will drop you the book you need. But if you need the book, just go buy it from Hiram. It's a little bit sad, but you can get double res just from resetting the merchant, which is boring, but it works. So there we go. We have the Toidle under control. We have the proc. It's going to start leveling up. Alright, we're going to go the back way. So because I've already got the first vent, there's kind of not much, huge amount of point going... You know what? I changed my mind. The Devotion Shrine is this way, so we're going this way. We're more or less going to do a big loop of the entire Crown Hill area anyway. It doesn't really matter, I guess, if we go clockwise or anti-clockwise. But Devotion Shrine is here. Also, potentially, Totem is this way as well. It's not looking like it, though. I probably should be able to see it on the map by now if it was this way. So, kill off these idiots. I'll pop that Devotion Shrine. The Totem, if it was going to be here, it would be here. It's obviously not going to be here, so there's that. We can pop this now, I think. Alright, there we go. There's Arcane Balance. I was excited for a second. I thought I was getting another proc. I'm not. Oh, hello. Here's Valexteria. That big meteor she just threw at me. That comes with a Sunder. So when you're fighting Valexteria, don't stand in the meteors. That one. The big one. One big meteor. equals Sunder. Lots of little meteors, no big deal. But big meteor, Sunder. Okay. So I did use a mirror there. It's probably not the best idea, but you know what? I did it. Right. This may be a good replacement weapon. So let's have a look at it. The actual weapon damage itself doesn't matter. This one has more Aether damage percentage. We're not really using the flat Aether damage on the Spellblade, because none of our spells do weapon damage. Chaos resistance, it's nice. A level 55 Aether Lightning proc is considerably better than the Arcane Blast, although the Arcane Blast does actually do more damage somehow. I think I'm going to wear that weapon. Valexteria's chest is also a definite maybe. No, it's not. So Ramfrost is cold, protection is, I think, defensive ability. Yeah, no. That one's no good. The weapon, however, I think I will end up using. Tortoise's foot there, or the turtle's foot. No, it is a tortoise, and the proc is called Turtle Shell. Alright. 4% physical resistance is really, really good. So, glad I got my hands on that. I think, what was it, 40% phys res? Oh, 15, okay. Never mind. Yeah, I was thinking it was considerably higher than that. Turtle Shell rank 2 already. The reason I take the Turtle Shell, for those of you who don't know what it does, it's basically referred to as a circuit breaker. So, in case of emergency, when your health bar is burning out, circuit breakers are things that automatically happen that will kind of stop the bleeding, so to speak. And the tortoise is, or the turtle, no, it is the tortoise with the turtle shell, is one of the better ones at the moment. It's, at max level, it's a 6,000 point shield, so you get down to half, it triggers, and, I mean, I've only got 8,000 at the moment, but let's say I'm level 100 and I have 16,000. You get down to half and you get almost your full bar back as a shield. So it's pretty good. When I started playing, pretty much everyone agreed it was trash, and now it's kind of default for most people. So what happened, I'm actually not sure what changed. But I use it all the time. It has absolutely saved my characters, so I like it. Someone who was sort of playing before I started perhaps might still remember it as being not very good and so never use it. I don't know. Stairs. How do stairs work? My character doesn't know. Get down the stairs. My one singular massive complaint about Grim Dawn is the stairs. It's not really so much the stairs as it is any kind of second level, other different heights are just awful. Pathfinding to get there is an absolute nightmare. Go up. It's alright, I'm not going to swear. I mean, I did in my head, but I'm not going to say it. Eldritch Essence, pretty good. Desolation, Desolation's alright. Storm Scion's going to be lightning stuff, not really interested in that. This guy's freezing me, which is incredibly annoying. Alright, let's get out of here. If we can figure out how tables work as well. There we go. Alright, Law Note. I saw a Law Note. There it is. Turtle Shell rank 3. Very, very nice. We go out the back door here because there's the last vent is right here. Also, the totem has spawned here as well, which is nice because, I mean, I'm here, totem's here. It's like it was designed that way. Okay, Totem. Let's pop you. So Bonebreaker up here, big and ugly, and then his friend down here is ugly and big. Seems like as long as we can keep channeling, I'm not going to say we're... I didn't eat that blueprint, did I? Nope. So this is why you eat the blueprints. So this actually can't drop if I've already learned it. Unfortunately, I was too slow, and so now it's on the floor, and can't learn it again. Probably should have sold that. Anyway, it's fine. Okay, next job, find the door that's open. And we more or less go counterclockwise back to the start. So, I didn't really mention it when I was there, but I did drop a rift. So I can walk back through all these houses. Back to the main rift at the entry to this area. And then I can go back to my personal rift. And save a little bit of time walking. It's not heaps of time walking, but this way I get to fight stuff on the way over here, whereas if I just walked backwards the way I'd came, then I've already kind of cleared that area out. Aether shard rather than... Ooh, cluster. I was just about to complain that neither one of them dropped me a cluster, and then I just checked there in the Open Your Eyes section, and there it was. Alright, we're in. So, next mission. Are we going to go do this now? I think we are. Yeah, let's do it. How's my resistances, actually? So that's pretty much under control. I think we just go in and kill him, actually. I may go and get some royal jelly potions. More for good practice rather than actually thinking that I'm going to need it. It's always worth to go to get some potions for boss fights, even if you think you won't need them. If you just have them every time, then it's not really something you need to worry about. But if you don't have them one time, well, now you're dead. And if you're playing on hardcore, then that could be 20, 30 hours worth of playtime that's just gone, and you're back to square one. So I pretty much just make a habit. Always, every time, forever. Hang on, there's a devotion shrine over here, isn't there? Is that might be ultimate only. Actually, yeah, I think it's ultimate only. That's fine. Grab these. There is it here? No, it's in the next room. There's a couple of secrets in the walls in this place, and one of them is just over here. So you do actually have to beam the wall down over here, but you can walk through, and there's a hidden flesh-warped spoils, which has given me a double rare. Unfortunately, it's a bad double rare. But, yeah, there's a few places actually in this area that have loot hidden in the walls. One of them is just here. If you go around the bottom of the stairs here, there's this hidden place. Here's another one. No double rare this time, unfortunately. Why is this guy not taking... There we go. Maybe I wasn't hitting him. Actually, he did have a shield on him, so maybe it was the mage's fault. There's also, if you go off here to the right... where is it? Somewhere around here, anyway, is another one of those hidden spoils. I wanted to say it was here, but apparently it's not. Anyway, I'm not going to look for it anymore. It's over here somewhere. There's another one down here somewhere as well. But I usually, well, pretty much always skip those. Okay, welcome to the Fleshworks. This place is disgusting. For those of you who know why, I'm sorry that you had to learn that. For those of you that don't try and find out why. It's really gross. we have an old friend back over here. And we're going to go say hi to him and murder him to death for the crime of not dying the first time we killed him. That old friend, of course, is Flesh Shaper Krieg. Flesh Weaver Krieg, sorry. Yeah, feel my wrath, buddy. Alright, there he goes. Yeah, probably not. Right, let's read the law note and spend the... Ooh, what was that? Someone just got to revered? Am I crazy? Did someone just hit revered? Honored. These are all respected. That might have been it. Might have been respected. Yeah, I think it was this. No one else has hit honored or revered. I don't know why I thought it would be revered at this point in the game. Would have been nice, but there's no way that's happening. Arcane Bomb, rank 9, you love to see it. So this is Hagelvar, the Bonemonger. He actually hits pretty hard, so do be aware of him. He is part 1 of the key to open the lock on the boss's door. So we have to kill him. And then his friend, the, I can't remember his friend's name. Hagelvar and... I don't know. Anyway, I'm just going to run around until I find the other big and ugly with the skull above his name. I guess we'll go check down in the bottom. There is a question mark? A quest down here that is kind of like cut content maybe, or maybe there's something coming with Fangs of Astrakhan to finish this off. Let me just kill Rudalgar here. And you see that wall that just exploded. Well, there's an ethereal behind that wall. And he has a quest, I guess, to let him out. So, Hagarond, why are you imprisoned? You can go through all this and, yeah. Why should I believe you anything? And you can just let him out. And what happens from this? As far as I know, absolutely nothing. Yeah, there's not even, like, any loot hidden in here or anything like that. There is some loot hidden over here. So we can go down here. And there we go. Couple of rares for you. But yeah, I don't think anyone really knows what's going on there. I think it's maybe not cut content, but maybe unfinished content. Or it's something that'll pick up in Fangs. Okay, now I did say that we were just going to go in and kill him, but I'm pretty sure I also said we're going to go back to town and get some potions. So let's go ahead and do the potions. Now she wants to give me the Black Iron Docks quest. How rude. Now that my rift doesn't go there anymore, now she wants to talk. I should eat that blueprint. Aether to Elemental and Devastation. No, that's not the helmet I wanted. Savage, Blade Dancers, Rampage. Those are all ones I don't know, so I'm going to buy them so as I don't get them as drops later. And I think we can just sell all of this rubbish. Okay. What potions do I have already? We've got Royal Jelly Balm. And that's kind of it. What can I make? Nope, nope. Consumables. Alright, don't need it. Don't need it. Don't really need it, but also, yes. Don't need that either. Elixir of the Hunt. Too short duration. Don't need any of this resistance stuff. Lifestealer Oil. I don't do weapon damage, so that's no good. Okay, Balm is the one we have. Essence is good to have. Extract is energy stuff. Well, we have energy issues in long fights, so I'll have one of those. Resistances you want for this boss, I'm pretty sure is lightning, but definitely Aether. However, lightning is 42 over, Aether is 23 over. I think that's fine. I'm just going to go with these. 450, 900, 450, 450. All right. We have more than enough time to take care of our good friend Theoden. Yeah, let's just go kill him. I'm not expecting any issues from him. Damage is not, it's not brain-meltingly fast for us. So we'll have to do a little bit of tanking, dodge some sundering stuff, things like that. But, I mean, he's dying decently fast. I think I'm fairly happy with this kind of damage level. Alright, there he goes. Uh-huh. But he's not wrong, I am kind of arrogant. I can't really argue against that. Alright, pretty sure, like I said, pretty sure I can stand in whatever he's got brewing. I am watching my health bar though. You know what, that kind of... all the crystals taking aim at me is a little bit scary, so we'll dodge that. Alright, here we go. So we eat through his health bar a third time, and that's pretty much it. So when he jumps into the sky, I'm going to dash away. And that puddle... I swear there's supposed to be a puddle there. Anyway, we dodge the sunder, that's the important part. There he goes, and Theoden Marcel is our level 53. So, lore note, we got a couple of loot pinatas here. Relic. I should eat those blueprints right now. Right now. Before I forget again. Okay. And one more over here. Two more over here. Also, these guys didn't come down and attack us during the fight, which they were supposed to do, so we'll kill them now. Alright, nothing really too amazing in terms of drops. Praetorian Chest Guard is not horrible, but it's also kind of not amazing. Kind of goes with the pendant, the Royal Exuberance thing. This set also, I believe, has pretty good resistances. 15% physical res on a helmet, chest, and shoulder guard set is pretty good. I'll hang on to that. I'm not really expecting to get much more of either of those sets. But maybe. Okay, level 53, so we've got 2 more skill points as well. I guess we're only putting 1 in Reckless Power. I'm tempted by Fabric of Reality. However, we are going to Forgotten Gods, and there's not much in the way of ethereals out there, so maybe not that. I am also tempted by Ill Omen, but I think Maven Sphere can have 1 extra point. Okay. Let's just go back to town, and we will eat our conversation pie with everybody. I think we get a purple from Creed here. Yep, worm scale foot guards. Okay. Am I going to wear those boots? Double the armor. Loss of that energy insight proc, though. Alright. I should wear these boots. I really should wear these boots. But I think I'm going to wear these ones instead. I really should wear these boots. But I'm not going to.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Also, just to note, Theodin Marcel's weapon here, he'll drop this every time you kill him. This is okay. Flesh Warp Strikes is... I mean, it's... I want to say it's kind of like Cadence, but it's not every third hit. This is every hit, so could be good. I did have I did use this for a little while on my dual wielding Aether Death Knight, but then I found the items for the actual proper build and stopped using it. So anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode, actually. So thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.